Hola, party peoples. I hope that you guys can hear me. Let me know if there's an echo or anything because I can't hear it. So if there's an issue with the sound, just let me know. Anyways, let's get into the show, shall we? Top commenter of the day. I'm going to start doing it again. Goes to Kayla. She is the top commenter. Appreciate y'all for coming in. I did do commentary this week. I was able to get commentary done. So if you want to hear commentary, head on over to my Instagram, which is scrolling below. And please, 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 ladies and gentlemen, please, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. It is imperative that you rate, comment, and subscribe. All right. That keeps my channel going. It keeps everything pumping. All right. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Now let's get into this mess. Okay. WWE only advertised two, count them, two matches today. One of them was the big one, which was the fatal four way for the number one contender for Gunther's World Championship. And they advertised this match between Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. Other than that, they did not advertise any other matches. Hello, Tay. How are you? They did not advertise any other matches, but we were informed that there was a battle royal that was happening due to Liv Morgan's actions against Rhea Ripley last week. Now, of course, Liv Morgan was the one who kicked off the show. She seemed to think that because she took out Rhea Ripley, that there were no other competitors for her to compete against, and she was just going to spend the rest of her days celebrating because Rhea Ripley was permanently put on the shelf. That's what she wanted us to believe. Hello, Aaliyah. How are you? Let me turn this off. Sorry about that. Any whoosies. That's what she wanted us to believe. But the reality is that wasn't true either. Now, what ended up happening was our favorite tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, came out there and they decided that they wanted Liv Morgan to know, okay, that we're not with the shits. We remember what y'all said to us and we don't appreciate that shit, okay? And we know that y'all want to talk a lot of shit, but girl, what we not with the shits. We whoops ass. Okay. We whoops ass. And we're not gonna sit up here and just pretend like you ain't come for us. So since you decided that the best thing for you to do was to come and talk shit, well bitch, we calling you on your shit. Let's go. And girl, they wanted to fight. So Liv Morgan decided she wanted to try to create dissension between the girls, talking about some, oh, well, you think you're the roughest, the toughest, the biggest, the strongest, the smartest, the fastest. Well, so does your partner. So how does that feel? And I'm like, girl, great minds think alike, bitch. It'd be a damn mess if I if I was running around with a bitch who didn't think as highly of herself as I think as of me. What kind of crazy shit is that? I like being around equals. I don't like being around bitches who don't think they as good as me. I don't like that. Okay. So, child, it's a mess. Anyways, this led to Bianca slapping the hell out of Liv Morgan because somebody needed to, because the girl has lost her ever loving mind. But Adam decided that he needed to calm this storm before it even got started. So the way Adam did that was this. Do I have this on the right channel? I do. Okay, great. Because usually I will put this on the wrong channel and I'll be sitting up here talking, thinking I'm talking to my folk, and I'm not. I'm not. I'm on my other channel. I'm not on the right channel. Today I'm on the right channel. Cool. So Adam decided to create a women's battle royal, which is what we saw was the rumor as a result of Liv Morgan's actions against Rhea Ripley. He decided that a battle royal was the punishment. Can somebody explain to me how that explains punishment for damn near killing somebody? I just want to understand the logic. Now, am I wrong? Am I wrong, babe? Because I'm just trying to understand how you could damn near murder somebody and then, oh, you need an opponent for your championship. Well, the bitch needed an opponent for her championship with or without the attempted murder. I, I, don't understand how that's a punishment. My problem with Adam and his way of thinking and how they have set Adam up to his way of thinking is there's no logic behind it. What Liv Morgan did was assault. That was not normal WWE attacks and fanfare. If they had just jumped her in the parking lot, I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd probably been like, yeah, use a raggedy ass bitch because you can't do shit on your own. But she went while Rhea was on her own leisure and attacked her. This was not during no WWE time. This was during some time that they do on their own. You came and attacked me, bitch, outside of WWE walls. That's motherfucking assault. I don't care who you are. So, if it was me, shit, she would have been stripped of the championship and she would have been suspended for 60 days. Raquel Rodriguez also would have been suspended for 60 days. There's no and there's no buying tickets to the show. There's no you coming in to see. Nah. As long as Rhea Ripley had to be out, your ass got to be out. You would be stripped of the championship fucking with me because that was not normal fair. Okay, that was stupid. That wasn't even a fair opportunity because I've seen Adam hand down harsher punishments for shit that was worse than what Liv and Raquel did. So absolutely not. No, I wasn't a fan of that at all. I was not a fan of that. I was like, what the fuck is this? So what? We just okay, well, we need a champion. She's a champion. She needs her title match. She needs an opponent. A punishment is putting her in a fatal 4-way for the championship. That's a fucking punishment. The fuck? I don't know what bald-headed Adam's ass be thinking, but this is not it. This is not it. I'm sorry, it just is not working for me. He said, what? Adam wanted to do his job? Who is that wide-hipped imposter, child? I find it so hilarious that Little Miss Horribells wants to cause some tension between Bianca and Jade, but doesn't realize she might be talking about herself. Funny that you say that, Kayla, because she did say that she thinks very highly of herself. She was pointing to Bianca and to Jade. They both do, which in hindsight, like I said, great minds. If I'm in a group, right, I would not want somebody who does not think highly of themselves or doesn't believe in themselves to be my tag team partner, because if you ain't got no confidence, you can't have my back. Okay? Ain't no motherfucking way. That means that you lack discipline, you lack control, and something could go wrong. And I ain't got time for that. That's exactly what's going on with the New Day right now. Xavier ain't got no damn confidence in himself. His insecurity is bleeding into the group, and his need and obsession with winning at all costs is what's costing their group opportunities. It ain't Kofi, it's Xavier. Okay? She said, like before you point fingers, look at the apples of your own tree. Girl, you ain't said nothing but a word, because I could never be Raquel. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm faster than you, I'm better than you. At least I think I am. And I gotta be your flunky, your little bitch. Girl, tried it. That's how you know you use a slow bitch. Use a stupid bitch. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way. Hey, Nicole. She said, that's how I know Adam is a mess. It just don't make no sense. None of what he doing just don't make no sense. She said, if I was able, I would show up to Raw with some NXT girls to jump in. Nick would have never let this slide on SmackDown, and wouldn't have. Okay, they would have been stripped of that championship, and they would have been suspended. Pending investigation, they would have been suspended, because there's no way. Also, shows how sis really feels about Raquel. Damn sure don't feel like she is of an equal to her, and Raquel let that fly right over her head because she dumb. What they say about Sally and SpongeBob? Big dumb Texas. they 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 tore that squirrel up. They tore that squirrel. my god. Oh. Ugh. They tore Sandy up. Sandy cheeks used to get tore up. Don said, "What's tougher than Texas?" Sandy cheeks out here getting fucked up. He would have been like, "Hand me that belt, sis. You're clocking out," and would, cause that's assault. That is assault. And it didn't even happen during a WWE taping or show. At least for the main roster, it was at her leisure in another NXT event. Like, nah, fam. Nah. I don't like it. It's trash. That's not a punishment. But that slap Bianca gave her was definitely warranted. Your bitch ass got what you deserved. Now they had the battle royal, and it came down to four of them, but Io and Lyra ended up being the last two, and I'm gonna tell you how that happened. You see, Bianca and Jade were almost the last two in the match, but because fucking Liv don't want to face either one of them, she pulled on Bianca's braid. Oh well, Raquel did, pulling Bianca. Jade was trying to save her. And because Jade tried to save her, there's no DQ in a battle royal. So Liv got on the apron and pulled Jade out, and they both fell out. While Io basically slid her way back in the ring, and her and Lyra continued the match. They was on the floor teasing them and laughing at them, talking about, "Oh, no shot for you," laughing and joking. But when they both got up, that's when them hoes start running. And this is what I can't stand. I don't like a bitch who talk a lot of shit and then use a scary ass bitch. I don't like that shit. Like, stand 10 toes down in what you saying. If you don't like what the fuck I'm putting down, that's cool. But don't be no scary asshole where you running every 2 seconds because you don't want to get your ass whooped. If you woman enough to open your mouth and say some stupid shit, be woman enough to take this ass whooping you gonna get too. Fuck wrong with these hoes around here. Anyway, Io won. She won looking like the girl was on the edge of the apron looking like she was possessed for about 5 minutes. I said, this lady is on some other level shit. Okay, she is on some next level shit. Craziness. He said, "What's dumber than Texas?" Nothing. Big dog Texas. I'm just saying, Don. I'm just saying. But anyways, so we had that, right? The girls had their moment. Now, WWE announced that there is a massive European schedule from March 14th to March 31st. They are going to be overseas, and they're going to be in several different countries living their best lives. They're going to be in Germany for 3 nights back to back. Were they going to be in Germany? No, they're gonna be in Germany for 2 nights back to back. Then it's gonna be Spain, Belgium, Italy, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland. They're going back to England, Austria, the Netherlands, and then they're going back to England on the 31st. It's a lot. They got a massive tour schedule coming up. And SmackDown is over in Europe this week. So the whole SmackDown crew they left Saudi and went to Europe. So it's a lot going on with SmackDown and with WWE in this tour schedule that they have set up. Woo, child. Anyways, so we had some matches in between here. There was a match between Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston and the War Raiders. Now, Xavier blames Kofi for their loss last week when it was clearly fucking Xavier's fault. What's really pissing me off with Xavier is that he takes no accountability for anything. Everything is everybody else's fault, but it's not his fault. And I don't like that. If you're going to do dirty shit, at bare minimum, take responsibility for that do dirty shit. Stop being a bitch. Like, stop being a bitch. Not the robotic futuristic shit. Stop being a bitch and start manning up. The reason why y'all lost the match last week is because you didn't stick to the game plan. You decided that Rey Mysterio coming in the ring was a threat. You could have executed the move you needed to execute and then take out Rey Mysterio. But no, you had to do everything your way, and your way doesn't work. It's been proven that you being at the QB don't work. because you called an audible and y'all miss every fucking time, bitch. Okay, it's almost like you can't find your target. It's almost like you don't know how to throw the ball, sir. What's going on? What's happening? Huh? Now, Kobe said, "Listen, I didn't lose for the team last week." He was like, "Yes, you did, because you're the one who ate the pen." All right, cool. So this week, Xavier ate the pen. So is Xavier going to take responsibility for his loss? I guarantee you he won't. I guarantee you he won't. Because he ate the pen per his own statements. Is he not the reason why they lost? Am I lying? Okay. Anyways, the little argument was interrupted by a little clip of the Wyatt Six, and they showed some, because we have to remember that Bo Dallas was a part of the B team, and he was a part of Miz's entourage at one point. You remember that? And Bo Dallas was beaten down out of the B team and out of the Miz entourage. So the little, double entendre, I guess you could say, the irony of the Miz, is telling him, "Oh, don't worry, I won't tell anybody. I'll just let you. I'll give up the final testament." And he told Miz, "Honey, sweetheart, it was never about final testament. We wanted you. We wanted you, babe, because see, I told you exactly what it was. Miz betrayed his family." And Miz has an unknown history of betraying those who he claims to be family. And for the most part, the Wyatt Six left him alone. But as soon as he left R-Truth in the dust and ready to be pounded and then aided and embedded in the attack on R-Truth, the Wyatt Six was like, all bets are off. You have done enough damage and we are not allowing you to do that anymore. So, child, it seems that the Miz has been kidnapped, and he now is going to be either sacrificed, because he told that man, "Dust is what you were, and dust is what you will become." And I said, "That sounds like death. That sounds like you threatening to murder somebody." Okay, I don't want to be privy to a murder. I don't want to be a part of no red rum. Okay. But child, that's what it sounds like. I said, now that sounds like murder. That sounds like red rum. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't kill him. Well, no, don't kill him. He got a family. He got a family. Don't murder him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let him live. Let him live his life. Oh shit. I be killing myself, child. I really, I really do. Crack myself up, honey. Woo, child. Oh, it's a mess. Anyways, so we had that match. Okay. They had that little interaction. That was over. And then we had the match between Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get to see all of this. I only got to see a piece of it, but I did get to see the end. I know that Ivy interfered and Vega was out there with Ivy. Ivy also interfered again, trying to give Chad Gable the W. Ray was out there. He tried to take Ray's mask off, but they was able to thwart that. And Dragon Lee was able to hit him with this sick ass move. It was gnarly. It was a good match up until the interference, which I really don't like that they rely on that a lot. I can understand, it's a heel. They need to have heel work done. But I honestly would prefer a lot of the heel work being done in the ring. Like thumb them in the eye, low blow them or something. Like they're very heavily reliant on outside interference. And I don't care for that too much because it takes away from the match a lot. And I want, when you have something good like what Dragon Lee and Chad could do, let them cook in the ring for a while and then let them come in and have somebody distract or do something distracting in the ring. Because while like I said, I love a good heel moment where I can cut somebody out, I also do want to enjoy the artistry of the matchup. I really, really do. And I can't when you steal that opportunity from me. I feel like it was stolen. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Anywhoosies, the last match of the night was between the Fatal Four, and I was like, "Damn, this show moves so fast." Like I felt like we had just got into the show, and before I knew it, the show was fucking over. And I'm like, "God damn!" Like, did we watch anything? Shit, like, but they cut a lot of promos. They interviewed Seth, and he basically was like, "Yeah, we got a match, and it's gonna be awesome. We got three former champions and Dom." Everybody was shading the fuck out of Dominic Mysterio, child. They was giving that man the blues, honey. Okay, I said, "Child, that's funny as hell." Gunther then shaded him too, because right after that, Jackie Redmond came and asked, Gunther how he felt about losing to Cody. And of course, Ludwig Kaiser was like, "Why are you bothering him? He's a champ. It was a fluke win." And Kaiser was like, No, Cody beat me fair and square. He was the better man that night. And Ludwig was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it just looked like his brain reset. He didn't understand, like, what? What do you mean? He was like, "Listen, whoever wins," he was like, "we got some formidable opponents here in this match, and everybody except for Dom." The shade was real, child. He said, "I'm looking forward to whoever wins because they're going to have a fight on their hands, basically." And so he was like, "We have to do better." He said, "As a leader, I have to do better. And that in turn means you have to do better." He said, "We have to do better." Talking to Ludwig Kaiser. And Ludwig looked like a scolded little boy. He like a scolded school child. He was just sitting there like he was hurt beyond belief. Hurt and confused, child. Theme wise, not as a group. Okay. Three great opponents and Dom. That's how they all described the match. Like three great opponents and Dom. I was like, God damn. Anyways, ultimately, Bronson Reed came in there and cost Sheamus the match. Damn near cost Damian Priest the match. And he sure enough took out Seth freaking Rollins. And I knew his big ass was going to come in there and fuck that match up because he lost on Saturday. I knew he was going to do it. And I thought because of all of this chaos, I thought they was going to give it to Dom so it could cause some real dissension inside Judgment Day. But the mere thought that he had the match in the first place is what Finn is pissed off about. And I really, really need that to come to fruition. I really do. But Damian Priest did win the right to challenge Gunther. So whenever Gunther and Damian have their bout, it's going to be interesting. Now, what is very, very interesting is that Io won the right. He did tear Ludwig up. He did. Io won the right to face off against Liv Morgan. I suspect that face off will happen sometime within the next couple of weeks. More than likely, Liv's going to cheat to retain. And then they're going to start building the teams for Survivor Series. Liv Morgan don't have a lot of friends. And to me, like I said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Nia Jax don't care for the tag team champs, and neither do Tiffany Stratton. The smart thing to do would to be go get them to be on your team. Because if you get somebody like Sonya and Shayna Baszler, oh, bitch, you losing. You are definitely losing, ho. You are not winning. I guarantee you that. Okay. Darren he said Sheamus. Remember Sheamus? The problem you said you were going to take care of, child. He was being real shady, but nice at the same time. He was like low key, polite and mean. You ever see somebody who polite and mean, Jared? Ooh, child, I would have been skirt. What you doing with my fork? You took my fork downstairs, didn't you?
Yeah, because it was on the plate.
You want 2 more cheese sticks and something to drink before you lay down, please. One of the what Arizonas did you put in there? Did you put any in there?
Okay, which ones? I can't remember.
Just give me whatever you grab first. Thank you. All right. The The Dom shade reminds me of when Sammy used to call the Judgment Day gentleman and Dom, calling Rhea a man. Still gets me weak. I hope Finn's even more mad that he lost to Damian directly. I mean, I need for this to implode within their group. I really, really do, because I need this to start to break down so Finn can get back to his real self, and then Finn can start actually being a real contender for that World Heavyweight Championship, because Finn haven't really held the singles title since he held that United States Championship. And while I don't mind Finn Balor as a heel, it's time for Finn to go back to being the Finn that we know. The Finn that used to go out there and break his damn back. You know what I'm saying? We need that Finn back. We need him because we loved it in him. With all that being said, if y'all listen to my video that I posted a few weeks ago about the Survivor Series team, did you just throw something in my bowl? I was finna slap you, boy. Then you know that I was telling y'all that they're about to start building these teams, and Bianca and Jade are going to be on the opposing team. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be Jade, Bianca, and Rhea. Now, the fourth man could be any number of people. It could be Naomi. If Charlotte is ready to come back, they could bring back Charlotte. Even though Charlotte don't have nothing to do with it, if they drag Nia and Tiffany into this, then it'll be a good segue to have them fight it out in this. Damn, okay, pile everything up in the women's war games, and then move into. Don't look at me like that. And then go into possibility them fighting it out at Royal Rumble. So it's a lot that this can lead into, but I told y'all that this was gonna happen. So they already got part of this matchup set. But it would eat if Charlotte was the fourth. If Charlotte was the fourth, that's a monstrous team for Liv and Nia and Tiffany and Raquel to overcome with. It just would be spectacular. And it's no shade to Becca. I love Becky, but I don't need Becky in this War Games this time. I need Becky to find another way to get in. She can come back during the Royal Rumble, but Becky's not the one this time. Make it be Charlotte or give it to Naomi. I wouldn't mind Naomi being in there. You'll have the big three and Rhea Ripley. But if you want it, and it's no shade to Naomi either, but Charlotte is a bigger star. She's that marquee that's going to sell. Naomi sells tickets. She puts asses in seats. There's no denying that. But if I am marketing this match as a massive women's War Games match, and I really, really want to shock the world and really put on something spectacular, I'm putting the queen in that match. I'm putting her ass in there. If she is ready to go, this is where I would pull her in. Okay, we ain't trying to topple last year's Survivor Series. We're trying to make this a whole new ball game. You feel me? Whole new ball game. And I just feel like that would just eat. Okay, it would just eat. I need Charlotte, man. I'm telling you, he needs to draw to be along the lines of Kevin. You know what? I can work with, Don. I can work with that. He's talking about Finn, and I agree. What about Bayley? Bayley's not a bad option, but the thing, my problem is if Nia is on the other side with Liv and Raquel and Tiffany, then you are replaying her going after that title again. And while I love Bayley, and Bayley did a great job as champion, she is not someone that I would pick. She would be one of the last. So I would say it like this: if Naomi was out, Charlotte couldn't come back, and I couldn't get who else did I say? I wanted Bayley. I said it could be Bayley, but if Naomi was out and Charlotte couldn't come back, I would put Bayley in. She would be my third option. But if I'm being realistic, and if I was being petty, if I was being real petty, I would go down to NXT. I would go down to NXT and get Jordan Grace, or I would go and get Zarya. If I was being real petty, I'm just saying. I would go and if I was being uber petty, that's what I would do. Okay. And that's just me being honest. And it's like I said, it's no shade to Bailey because I love Bailey. But Bailey's not gonna give you it's not gonna be as she's not gonna go as hard as the other girls. And it's not that she can't, but there's no incentive for her in that match. There's nothing for her to gain in there anymore because she's already went up against Naya before and she's lost every time. Despite the circumstances of Tiffany interfering, she has nothing to gain or lose. But Bianca and Jay, they are owed a receipt. Rhea is owed a receipt. And if they put Charlotte in there, Charlotte's gripe is going to be Nia calling herself the queen and walking around with that championship, and she ain't got it, and she knows she's the original queen. That's the problem. So everybody in the match will have a receipt. There's an instant story being told in this match on that side. You know the story told with Rhea and with Liv and Raquel, but the story being told with Nia and Tiffany would have to do with Charlotte. And Tiffany's gripe, obviously, is her holding that money in the bank. She could very well cash in on either one of them during the match. You never know how that shit would work. Okay? It's two referees in that damn match. Nicole said no. Bailey ain't gonna get shit cracking like Charlotte would, okay? Charlotte coming there and punch you in the face, baby. I would pull a bitch from NXT before calling Bailey for that. It's no shade to Bailey, but I'm just saying. You could pull Zarya for it and do it like she's one of my countrymen if you ain't fucking with someone from where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this women's War Games is going to eat. It really is. Because usually when Rhea's in War Games, it's fun. It's a fun time. It's going to be good. But I am going to get my ass up out of here. I have been running my mouth enough. Okay. I appreciate y'all. And please do me a solid. Okay. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Okay. Please do. It's imperative that you subscribe because I post the little stuff in my members. If you haven't signed up for the membership, you need to sign up for the membership too. Become a member so you can get the stuff that I already put up for the members only. That stuff is podcast style, so you'll hear my thoughts on where I think things are headed. I'm gonna put up 2 more videos this week when it comes to that, and bitch, I forgot about Samuel, Jay, and Jimmy. Okay, so make it short and sweet. Sammy came out there, Jay came out there, Jimmy came out there. And Jay was just like, I just need to know if you did that shit on purpose. Before he can answer, Jimmy came out there and was like, he did it on purpose. Sammy like, oh no, we're not going to do this again. He was like, because if we're going to be honest, your ass turned on every single person in the family before I even got to that point. He said, you kicked me in the face. You kicked Roman in the face. You kicked Jay in the face. You cost him title after title after title. So if you want to be real, check your track record before you start coming after mine. Okay? Ciao. He said, we're not doing this again. He said, I'm not going to be on trial when my loyalty is tested every fucking minute of every hour of every day. I'm not doing it. He said, now I came down there to save Jay because he was my only priority. I love Jay. He deserved to be saved. That was it. I ain't come down there for shit else. Now, he said, when we was all in the ring and it was 4 of us in each corner, he said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little smidge of nostalgia. But he was like, that was it. I didn't come down there for nothing else but to help Jay. That's it. That was it. So, he said, I am out. I don't want to have nothing to do with this. I just came down there to help you. He walked away. Jimmy goes, he ain't family. So, it is what it is. And Jay Uso was like, I'm asking you to come down to SmackDown Friday and talk to Roman. I want you to talk this out like family. And Jimmy was like, well, he ain't motherfucking family. And Jay was like, no, I was wrong. He was like, because he's not blood, he's not family. He said, nah, he is our family. He said, I see Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, and Sammy Uso. So Friday is when the family gonna work shit out. But you know Solo gonna be lurking around the corner to start some shit, child. Now let me get y'all last comments in here. Nicole said her, Candace, and EO are the best in war games. They really are. And I feel like this war games that they setting up is gonna be great. But somebody got to be doing the high flying. It might be Tiffany because Tiffany likes to get on the top turnbuckle. And if they put Charlotte in there, she might do it. But she just came off of a knee injury, so she might not be doing a lot of high flying, you know. But you might get Liv to do it because her little ass like to fly sometimes too. So you know it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be fun. But anyway, I forgot all about that, y'all. I am so sorry. Like I said before, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. It's important to the channel. It helps me grow. Okay. Please share my videos. All right. It's important. And subscribe to the membership because I told y'all we got new stuff coming. I got those videos up. I put my older lives on membership because there's a lot of shit in there that that was personal for a lot of people and then everybody don't need to see it. So I put it up on membership. And if it's too personal for some, I will private some of those stuff. But those older lives are there. You can listen to those older lives as well. Older reviews of Monday Night Raw is up there as well. It's a whole lot of stuff up there, child. So make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe so you can see all that stuff. And if you want to be a member, please sign up. I'm getting ready to start pumping out some members-only content, and we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff rolling out at the beginning of the year. So sign up now so you don't have to sign up later. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay. With all that being said, I will see you guys Wednesday because of the election tomorrow. Wednesday is when they're going to have NXT. Do not forget to vote. Tomorrow is the election. It is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. I voted early. Got my vote in. My vote has been counted. You can look it up for yourself if you want to, okay? I voted. But if you haven't voted and you plan on voting tomorrow, please go early. Take a sick day if you can. Half day off from work if you have to, because they don't give us the day off for voting, which is some bullshit. Again, voter suppression, but voting is necessary. Please, 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 please go and vote. I don't care who you vote for, honestly. That's your personal business. That's what you have to live with. I just want you to make sure you cast your vote. All right? Tomorrow's a big day. It's going to be stressful. I don't know. I might go live tomorrow just to calm the storm of some bullshit that might go down. Unless shit is where it needs to be and we don't have to do that. But if I need to, there might be a little surprise live tomorrow if necessary. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Wednesday when we do Freestyle Wednesday and we do a real live after show of NXT, because NXT is on Wednesday and they're going to 2300 and there's a lot going on. Okay. We got one of the ECW divas. I think her name is Francine. She will be there. Tony D'Angelo has a special guest because he's handling some family business in NXT 2300. Don't know who that's going to be. It's a surprise. And we got Wesley facing off against Javon Evans and the aftermath of Javon Evans leaving Cedric in that ring by himself. Not to mention, we got the tag team match between Trick Williams and Bubba Ray. And we have Ridge Holland and Ethan Page going up against him and Trick. And we got Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in a hardcore match. And there's so much more going on. We got a lot of stuff to worry about and talk about. It's going to be a real fun time. Plus, top 5 is coming back. We're going to talk about the top 5. And I'm going to pick some things that we can look at on these different lists and stuff. It's going to be fun. I promise I'll make Wednesday an interesting time. Besides us just hooping and hollering about wrestling, child. Because sometimes that gets exhausting. So I will see you guys Wednesday. Please show up with your drinks and your snacks ready to chill, talk about wrestling, and then we're going to move on to something that is fun. I'll see y'all then. Bye.
If you don't want to see me, care where I end, yeah. I'm open already, so moved on